Right. I don't really have any other outlets to say this kind of stuff. I made the video about super soldiers. One facet I was saying is like people that are cloned and then they torture the clones so that the human, the living human, has some kind of awful experience. So when I laid down to go to bed last night, it was weird because I couldn't lay on my left side where the heart is because it felt like there was a dagger that had like gone through my heart. Like I could not put weight on that side of my chest, and the way I sleep is I usually sleep from side to side. So I don't know, it was interesting because it was 11/11 and I did make the video about super soldiers. They torture the clones so that the human has some kind of awful experience. Some people could say it was, I don't know, a gas bubble. It wasn't a gas bubble. It was, you feel the etheric pain that the clone feels. So I'm kind of like a human having a human experience, and like part of me just wants to say, oh, well, it was probably something. But the type of pain I was feeling, like an ordinary person would go to the doctor because they would have thought they were having a heart attack. But I know better, so I don't do that. Um, and then another layer on top of this, which is kind of weird to say, but people act like death is the worst thing ever. Like, it's not. The changing of the world, it's not the worst thing ever. So if people wanted to sacrifice my clones, I would say what's interesting is, especially when I channel the spirit of Gaia, she's like, I want to die. Like, I want to die. I want to get out of here. So the irony now is if there was an agenda to somehow hurt me, the irony is like, I want to die also. Not saying I'm suicidal. I'm not suicidal myself. But it's like in this world, in this country, in a certain sense, it's like we are dying because the economy is so bad, healthcare is so bad, insurance is so bad, inflation is so bad. It's like financially trying to keep up with everything is like nearly impossible, which I'm not complaining by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not complaining, but it is funny. It's like you're trying to just like live, and it's like this world is like you can't. And then the funniest thing is you're like, well, I don't really have a lot invested in this world. I have more invested in the hereafter. So die for the faith, like let me do it happily. Let me do it. So I don't really have any other outlet to say anything this crazy. Call me crazy, call me schizo, call me whatever. But I understand this phenomenon of super soldiers, and um, I couldn't lay on my heart last night. I couldn't lay on my left side. If I did, it was unbearable pain. So I think maybe a stake was driven through the heart of one of my clones, and I felt it. That's all I wanted to say. All right, check you later. Have a good night.